Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here and welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, as what we do here is all about Cardano. And what a day to be holding Cardano. Last night we crossed the dollar. I had hoped to do a live stream of us crossing the dollar, but it just came so quick last night and I was actually asleep when it happened, so couldn't do it, but it was incredible to wake up and see that. So not only did Cardano cross a dollar last night, the channel crossed 20,000 subscribers, probably in around the same time, and my Cardano stake pool crossed 20 million in stake as well. So again, a huge thank you to everyone that has staked to the pool. Doing that really does help support the channel. So anyone who needs a stake pool, if you want to delegate, please do consider mine under the ticker Paul. And everyone who continues to subscribe to the channel here, I really do appreciate it. Every like, every comment, every share is truly appreciated. And it's great to see that people do get value from the content as well. So on the price side, what we're going to do is we're going to get into that in a minute. We'll get over to the charts. I want to share quickly a video that I put together today. I put it out on Twitter, so I'll put a link to this down below. And I want to see how many likes or retweets it might take to get Gene Simmons to actually retweet it as well. So basically it is the February price charts of ADA overlaid over the Kiss song. So the reason that I've done this as well is because, as you'll see here, that Gene Simmons came out and said that he bought $300,000 worth of Cardano. Again, it's great to see this. Some people say, oh, why would anyone care about this? But the reason that it's good to see is because he brings big exposure into the project. So lots of people will see that and come in and think that they'll come in for the money. But so many people have come into Cardano, come in for the money and actually seen the vision. They've started to watch some of Charles's videos and started to realize that there's a lot more going on here than just making money. Yes, obviously I personally think there's huge chance to make money within Cardano. And to me, it's a win-win. Anyone coming in can make money with it. And then on the flip side, Cardano is doing so much good out there as well. Quick look at the video here, you will see. So it's just like this. Again, I can't play the full thing because of copyright issues with YouTube, that they will strike the channel with copyright violations. But as you see, this is what it is, and you guys can check it out on Twitter. I will have the link over there. So do give it a like and a retweet if you are on Twitter. So let's jump into the charts. Okay, so now on to the charts. And as you can see, I have the ADAUSD chart up in front of me here. This is the hourly chart. So for anyone new to this, each of these little green and red bars here, they're called candles and they represent 1 hour of time. So right now, Cardano is extremely bullish. What we are seeing is incredible, the movements in the market. This huge move less than 24 hours ago was just absolutely crazy movement in the market. We'll talk about that in a second. But anyone who has been following my Telegram or my Twitter or anything like that, Facebook as well, I've been posting out different charts over the week, over the last few weeks, I suppose. And 95.6 cent was a strong resistance point. So you can see back here, we got stopped by it and briefly above it here, but back under. And again, twice here, and then again a few times here we tried to get above it but couldn't. So after the dip down here, we started to form an upward trend here as well. So we were coming into an ascending triangle here. What you normally find in these type of technical formations is that when we break out of them, we break out of them violently. So the ascending triangle is generally a bullish formation. Generally we break to the upside, but it's not always 100% guaranteed. You can see this time though, we did break and broke out very much so to the upside with a huge candle up, nearly up to the $1.11. And the reason that I have that marked there is because historically that was a resistance point, which I will show you in a minute. That was back in 2017, 2018. We had a resistance point around there. So we went up and then came back down and we held the $1.02 back up and down nearly exactly to the $1.02 mark again. So we'll actually put a line across there. For me right now, this is the level that I would hope to hold as our resistance. So if we get another drop down here and test that $1.02 again and move back up, I think that will be extremely positive for the ADAUSD price. That would really help propel us up on the next leg up. Potential to come back down here. Is this the very bottom that it could go? I would say definitely not. Look, we could potentially come back down under $1. Once we hold this trend line here, I will be extremely happy on that side too. But under $1 is not going to get me worried or anything like that. I am still extremely bullish on Cardano where we are going. I'll talk about selling in a second as well. But for me, I'm not going to panic. Does it mean that I would sell right now to try and buy back at a lower stage? Definitely not either. It's not worth, I've talked about this in other videos, it's not worth the stress for me to try and sell now to buy back on the dip. If we come back down here, I will be putting in some long trades. So again, I do some leverage trading and I will be putting in some longs on the ADA price down here. And a long is basically betting that the price is going to go up again. For me, I'm not even considering selling any of the ADA that I have right now either. For some people, maybe it's a good time to take some profits out of the market. When you take profits out and put them into your bank, it's never a bad thing. No matter what anyone tells you that, oh, you're crazy if you sell ADA right now. You do what's right for you and your family. For me personally, I'm holding on because what I see is there potentially in the market and potentially where we can go. But again, I know all the risks that's involved with this. This could crash down. I don't think it's going to. I think we're going higher. But again, everyone needs to weigh them up for themselves. And I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I'm saying here is just my own opinion on what I'm personally doing. So everyone just needs to kind of consider that for themselves. So that's on the downside. To the upside, what we're looking at here is I have this $1.18 and the $1.33. So the reason there is the all-time high against the US dollar for Cardano is 118 on CoinGecko and it's 133 on CoinMarketCap. And the reason that we see differences here is because different exchanges go to different prices. All exchanges are not the exact same price at every time. So when we hit the old all-time highs, there could have been wicks up on certain exchanges that these two, CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, are using to form what they see as the old all-time high. So for me, we have two all-time highs. I'm going to say this is number one, the $1.18. When we cross that, you will have lots of people will say that Cardano has hit an all-time high. I'm going to wait until we get above 133. So I'll celebrate a little bit at 118 and I will say that we've hit one of the old all-time highs, but crossing 133 for me, I'm going to leave that as the real all-time high up there. So there's another one as well. Look, there's all these different levels. There's another all-time high on this particular chart and that's up around the $1.40, I think. And again, it's just because this. So you can see actually I have them marked, the lines that were there. So you will start to see them in upcoming charts that I post. If you're not following me, make sure you do on social media. If we come back here to 2017, 2018. So this is back in January 2017. So you can see this is when we hit the old all-time highs previously. And again, there's that $1.40. That's what I was saying, that you have different all-time highs on different exchanges. The $1.12, the reason that I've leveled there is this one right here. So when we fell from the old all-time highs, we tried to climb back up again, and that is the level that we got stopped at, the $1.11. So that's why I have that on my current chart. It's not a huge level. It's not a huge resistance point. At the minute, we're fighting it. We're just above it at the minute and looking to move to 118. So that's it on the ADAUSD price. Again, upside 118, 133. On the downside, I'm looking to hold $1.02 as the support. Failing that, stay above this resistance line. If we fall, I'm not going to panic because there's so much to come for Cardano right now. I think we still are a way off where the market is going to top out. Then on the ADABTC price, again, anyone new to the videos, I talk about the ADABTC price a lot because this is what it costs to buy one ADA buy one ADA in Bitcoin. And the reason I look at this is because Bitcoin generally leads the market. Over the last few weeks, Cardano has been pulling along on its own and even outpacing Bitcoin at times. As you can see, we are in an overall bullish move here for ADABTC. ADA has been outperforming Bitcoin. Generally, that's what I really love to see. It's great to see the USD price going up, but for me, Bitcoin leads the market and the other currencies follow along. So anytime you're beating Bitcoin in the market, that is a really positive step for the coin. Right now, we didn't hold the 2000 sats level. The last time we got above it here, briefly got above it here. And when we fell, we couldn't reclaim that level again. So we fell right back down, got our support down here and moved up. So currently we're above the 2000 sats level. So against Bitcoin, I would look to hold this 2000 sats level, maybe go up slightly more and come back down to test the level, because when you cross a resistance point, you always want to see the market come back down and test that and turn it to support then, because when a level has had strong reactions in the past, you can flip them from it being hard to get above it to then being hard to fall below it as well. That's it on them two. One quick look at the ADA Ethereum chart. So this is on a daily chart, and this is the ADA price against Ethereum. So you can see we are at a pivotal level right now. Over here, we hit this 3 times in the past. So back here in May 18, we hit it in April 19, we hit it in July 2000. Then this was when Shelly was launching. We got the big run up. So this is the Gogan run up right now. And as we are not even halfway through the Gogan launch, I think that we're going to go a lot higher. I'm going to have a video coming out next week as well, talking about price in terms of market cap. So lots of people ask, what is the price that Cardano can go to? And again, you have to keep market cap in perspective when you're looking at prices. So I'm going to explain that next week. That's it for today, guys. I do hope that people got some value. Thank you so much again to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, continues to watch, like these videos, comments below, and shares them out there. It really does mean a lot. And if you're looking for a Cardano stake pool, then make sure you consider my own Cardano with Paul. It's under the ticker Paul, and anyone delegating to that is really helping to support the channel and the work I'm doing here and on the blog. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all very soon.